This event drove me crazy, but we figured it out. Come check it out. What's up, Knights of Vex? Today we have to talk about the new Knightfall era battle with the new edition of CX2. You can actually beat every single tier with just 2 Darkside clones. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be easy and there's RNG, but I've narrowed down a strategy that worked for me that only took me a couple of tries when the RNG was in my favor, and we're going to get into it. But that is really impressive, guys, because the rewards for this assault battle are actually really impressive, and I know that this is not going to be very accessible or usable for a majority of the player base that are not going hard for these Darkside clones, but I thought I'd make a video for you guys that are struggling with this event and that you're investing a lot into these clones, and you make sure you get the strongest possible rewards as possible for the high investment. So what I would like to do first is I want to show the modding that I came up with for the certain strategy with these Darkside clones, and we're going to start with Apo, guys. And for him, you're pretty much going to want to mod for pure speed and offense. I think the faster he is, the faster you're going to get those basics off and possibly outrun the Jocasta Nu or the Shock T and Keller and Beck, and sometimes it prevents them from taking 2 turns in a row. So what I went with was a pure offense set with health secondary set and pure offense on most of the primaries except the speed. Pure offense got Apo to 340 speed. Offense was just a little bit under 10k, but it was fine. It was enough to get it done. That was pretty much Apo's mods. And then we go to CX2, which was kind of surprising for me. I modded him the exact same way. Pure offense and as fast as possible. You don't have to really worry about survivability with these clones. You want to make sure you can take down the enemy team, especially Jocasta Nu in the end, because she's the biggest pain. You got to take her down in time before she gets crazy amounts of siphon and her damage. You're pretty much going to die in one hit if she gets above 50 siphon. When she gets to the 50 mark, you're more than likely going to lose. And like I said, this modding is helpful for the event, but there's still a degree of RNG. You're going to see in my last run that majority of the runs where it was successful, Jocasta Nu is hard targeting Apo, not the spawn one, your regular Relic Apo, because Apo cannot go down if Lord Vader is active. But there are times where Jocasta Nu goes really hard on your Lord Vader and you're not able to get it done. But I'm just going to show you guys what each tier was like at the Relic levels and show you exactly what the strategy is. So let's get into it. So the first one we're going to start with is tier 4, and I already had my clones at Relic 8 before, so I couldn't get them any lower. But you're going to see for tiers 4 and 5, I had them at 8. I brought them up to 9 to get to the 6th tier. But pretty much, guys, I'm going to show you the exact strategy. For the most part, when you follow this modding, you're going to want to put this on full auto for the first 3 tiers. It's pretty much, there's a lot of RNG with the Shock T, with the cleansing, whether she chooses to cleanse, whether she chooses to heal. It's very, very obnoxious. So for the first 2 tiers, I would recommend put your phone down, come back, just keep an eye on it, see what's going on. It's pure RNG, whether she's going to out heal or not. But here, I'm just letting the AI do its thing. You want to take it off of auto on tier 3 because you want to make sure you have as much as your cooldowns up as possible. And you want to pretty much, go with your basics. So here, I was throwing it on auto for the beginning half. But there is a point where if Lord Vader gets too low, you want to take it off of auto. And you want to save your manual plays. This tier was not the most difficult. Keller and Beck in the later tiers is going to hit pretty hard. So here, I take it off of auto because he's getting pretty low. And I want to make sure I could save my cooldown. So here, he is getting pretty low. And any second, he should be going down. And there we go. He is down. Now we're going to take it on 1x speed for the final battle. And this tier, what I'm going to recommend to you is on the Apo spawn, you do nothing but basic. That is crucial because your Lord Vader is going to assist and deal extra damage. On CX2's turn, his first special will put Disarm, which means she hits way less hard. And it gives your team bonus protection, which is really helpful for Lord Vader to survive. You want to make sure Order 66 lands as well. She cannot gain buffs off of that. There, I try to see if I can go for a stun. It works in this one. In the later tiers, it's not going to work. But there, mostly you want to just do basics. That's the key of this whole strategy there. She gets to rifle form, and this is where she starts to get extremely dangerous. We luckily got the disarm right in time, so that big hit is reduced because we timed that perfectly. There, I went for an AoE because I knew Lord Vader couldn't assist because of daze. But any other time, the basic is your friend. So there, she's going really hard for the spawn, which is good RNG. Ideally, you want her to go for your own Apo. But there, you can see she's targeting Lord Vader a little bit. We're trying to get as many big hits as possible. Goes for our Apo. That's good RNG. Again, I should not have done that play there. I should have done a basic. Lord Vader hits harder than CX2. Good RNG there. This is looking really good right now. Get the disarm, so her next big hit's going to hit very low. Just like that. Very nice. There, again, the stun is helpful for this tier, but I do not recommend it for the later ones. Pretty much doing basics here. Look at that. We're hitting way harder with the Lord Vader basic. There, I go for another basic, and she's one hit away. So close. Keep going for those big hits. Basic. Let's see who she goes for. She doesn't go for Lord Vader, which is good RNG. Another basic. We lose our spawn. Go for basic again. Now, this is where the big stuff comes in. We were able to survive with CX2 dodging. Has really good dodge chance at those higher relic levels. So, that was extremely helpful. That was tier 4. I'm now going to show you tier 5. Tier 5, same exact modding, same strategy. I have Relic 8 on them. I do not have Relic 9. So, I'm going to put this on 4x speed again just to show you. Or 2x speed, but it's literally the same thing. You want to auto the first 2 to 3 tiers. Wait till you get the end with Beck. Sometimes that Shock T Wave 2 can take like 10 minutes. It's actually so brutal. But you will eventually get through it. It's just a little bit of RNG. I want to show you guys every tier. It's pretty much the same strategy for all of them. But I just want to show you, what my runs were like. It took me a little bit of time to figure it out. I was trying a bunch of different modding. I was trying pure speed, pure health. None of that was working for me. As soon as I changed them to both offense sets and tried to make them as fast as possible, that's where it really worked for me, and it was way less RNG. You want to make sure you can deal as much damage. The survivability aspect is, like I said, not that important here. There we were able to get a somewhat fast second wave for Shock T. Now we're on to the Beck. The bonus protection from CX2 is actually super, super helpful here. With surviving those big hits from Keller and Beck. His first basic and his special don't do much. His second special is what really causes issues. So here, I take it off of auto. I'm just pretty much doing, trying to save my cooldowns, except for if Lord Vader's going to get low, I kind of want him to go with full health into the second wave. So here, I'm going to put it on 1x speed so you can see the fourth wave. She's a pain, guys. She's a big pain. There, she's going out ahead very fast. There, I'm sticking with basics. I go for Lord Vader's second special because the daze is nice here. As you can see, our CX2 is hitting somewhat hard for support with a 45k hit. Lord Vader's hitting somewhat hard. Good RNG with the buff immunity and the heal immunity. Still doing those basics, trying to get her down as low as possible. Now, good RNG again. She did not use rifle form twice in a row. That is extremely good RNG. So there's going to be times where she doesn't automatically use her rifle, which is obviously very good for us. There, that's the one attack you don't want to happen. She's going to do that middle ability onto Lord Vader, which is going to just absolutely melt him. The goal here is to just hope she hits your sides. And I noticed that she doesn't hit your sides as often if you just do some basics. I don't know, it was weird. I was doing basics and she wasn't hitting Lord Vader as much. But here, we're trying to get the disarm, get that bonus protection up. Keep going for that second special when it's up. The daze is nice. Basics, basics, basics on Apo. Very helpful. There, another basic. I think stunning her is not very likely. And even if you do stun her, she's going to just take so many turns. So the disarm is very helpful to mitigate that damage. She's getting close to 50 stacks of Siphon. It's really a problem. But here, we're still going at it. She's targeting our sides, which is nice. But if she starts to do that middle ability, guys, you're going to be in some serious, serious trouble. So there, she's still spamming basics. So again, it's extremely good RNG. Again, another basic by her. And then we eventually got the big hit, and we got the one by the same strategy, guys. So, like I said, there's a degree to RNG. There's an absolute huge degree to RNG, which is unfortunate, but that it is what it is with this type of event. There's no clear-cut, easy strategy. I just want to help mitigate your RNG with the modding. We're now going to get into Tier 6. Tier 6 time. Same thing, same modding, same strategy, just it's at a higher relic level. My stats are a little bit more increased from the mod picture I showed you before. The mod picture was Relic 8. So let's go in and show you the same thing here. Pretty much auto those first 3 tiers. Same exact thing. But just remember the same thing that I was saying earlier in the video. Basics on your Apo, both of them are better than any of the other specials. I don't even think you need to use the 3rd special ever, because you're hardly going to get to 8 stacks of dots. And Keller and Beck and Jocasta Nu both don't take percent max health damage off those dots. So really want to just focus on the first basic for Apo. CX2, you want to save the disarm for when she's going for her big hit, or if it lasts 2 turns. So if you see her cooldown and it's coming up and she uses it, she's going to be doing reduced damage. The Order 66 is helpful so she doesn't get that tenacity up and the protection up and speed up. All of that. So that's another thing. Try to save your Lord Vader heal ability when he's getting low. That's another very helpful thing that helped me in some of the attempts. But yeah, Shock T in this one is very obnoxious. Here we got, lucky she didn't use her 2nd special. Here, I was so tired of the RNG, I did pure auto for this one, or a pure manual for the Keller and Beck on this one. But here, try to save your specials. Our Lord Vader was low, so we used our heal. He will always use the 2nd special on Lord Vader to deal that big hit. There, the dots don't do anything, but the daze is very helpful. That basic is huge. There, he's going for Apo, another basic. I ended up not using the disarm ability. I wanted to save it for Jocasta. I thought we could heal quick enough. And there you go. So now we're at the Jocasta Nu part. And is she a pain? So let's go ahead and take this one step at a time. I perfectly lined up the disarm ability in the beginning. And we got really lucky because she didn't use her cooldown decrease right away. So go for a basic. Keep doing a basic, hitting more damage. 46k on CX2. I go for the daze. It's extremely helpful here. Not going for Lord Vader. Very nice. Another basic. Speed down. Order 66. Wonderful. There she goes into her crazy rifle form. And now we just have to pray she doesn't gun down our Lord Vader as quickly as possible. So that's good RNG. She's going for our Apo. Perfect. Here, I don't need to heal with Lord Vader, so I save it. I just do a basic. Go for more basics here. Again, when you do the basics, she doesn't typically use her middle special. I don't know why. That's just the thing. There, she finally uses it, and she's targeting Apo. Again, good RNG. There, I heal Lord Vader a little bit. Keep going for basics here. Try my best to get her low. Basics, basics, basics. She goes for another big hit on Lord Vader, and that one got him pretty low. So that was frightening. There, keep going. Almost getting there. She's at 45 stacks of Siphon. It's starting to get dangerous when she gets to 50. Goes for the spawn. Not going for Vader. Again, we're getting pretty lucky here. I was thinking about doing the special, and I was like, nope, just keep going for those basics. Good RNG. We get disarm up. We get that protection up. I go for the daze. You always want to go for that daze. It's helpful and it's huge damage. Every time you use your 2nd special, it does more damage as you keep going. There, we're right there, guys. And that is it. And it's the same thing. Boom. That is tier 6. That is how I did it. Not clear cut. There's going to be a degree of RNG. But the rewards are really, really good. 5 droid brains, 5 Gerda keypads, and 5 Omicrons. It's a no-brainer. If you guys have them at Relic 9 and you're struggling for the event, I hope this video helps you at all. So please, please, please leave a like and leave all your comments in the comment section down below. Are you guys getting through this? How do you guys feel about this event? Leave it all in the comment section down below. But guys, I will see you guys very shortly by the GAC video. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys very soon. May the force be with you all.